In this video, we're gonna learn how to use the navigation tools built into the Unity engine. Navigation is one of the most critical aspects to get an NPC moving around on a 2D or 3D scene. Every game engine provides its navigation system and tools to help developers making their NPC moving smoothly in a scene. We're gonna start with the navigation mesh known as Nav Mesh. We're gonna start with creating the navigation mesh. Nav mesh is a data structure calculated from surfaces area we need to move on. Let's start by creating a playing game object in Unity. Let's reset its transform and scale it 8 by 8 by 8. Y is not important to scale if you want. Now let's fix the camera rotation on the scene using the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-F. It means align game object with view. Now in the window menu, let's create a navigation system. A new window will appear next to our inspector window. In the Agent tab, this will allow us to define each type of agent we are looking for. We can customize the shape, the height, and other parameters. Areas. This is where we can define different specific tags used to different areas in our world. Bake. This is where we bake the navigation mesh in the environment and set the default setting used to bake that mesh. Here we can change the agent radius, height, and the step height as well. Object. This allows us to filter the scene in the hierarchy view. Here we can set game object to navigation static which needed to be used on the navigation system. Now keep the object tab opened and select the playing game object and rename it to ground. Now click on the navigation static. This means that the ground game object is now a part of our navigation system. Make sure that the navigation area is set to walkable. Next, we go back to the Bake section and press the Bake button. Now you will notice in the scene view that a blue square is appeared on the top of our playing game object. Now we have been over the basics how to create Nav Mesh. Let's try to create a Nav Mesh agent. A Nav Mesh agent is an object that moves in the scene using the navigation mesh setting we defined earlier in this course. Now let's create a cube and call it NPC agent. Now let's create some materials to make the scene looks better. Let's add a Nav Mesh component to our player. In order to give our NPC the ability to move on the scene, we need to create some code. Let's create a new C# script and call it Agent Movement. So this is the code you need to write in order to get your NPC agent moved to the destination. We're gonna start by importing the Unity Agent EI library. Then we're gonna create two variables, a destination which the player gonna follow and an agent variable refers to the NPC. In the start method, we're gonna access the Nav Mesh agent component we applied to our NPC earlier, and if it's true, we're gonna call the setDestination method. This method contain the target position the agent is going to follow. Now select the NPC and apply the code to our game object. Let's create a new game object and call it destination. Let's give it a material and now go back to the NPC and drag and drop the destination on its place. Now every time we hit play, our little dude will go to the destination and stop whenever he reaches the destination. Today we learned how to create navigation mesh, how to create a nav mesh agent, and how to create a code that gives the ability to the NPC to reach its destination.